Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 modding video. We're doing another little update on the upcoming attachment pack I've been working on. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, but I've had to undergo quite a massive project, and that is adding attachments to the vanilla assault rifle, which is quite a beast of a weapon to undertake. This thing is one of the most hated weapons in the vanilla Fallout 4 sandbox. It's a very divisive gun in the community, so I wanted to try to do it some justice by adding parts that not only made sense, but helped to slim down the design a little bit and also stay true to form and a little bit lore friendly where I could. So I think I did a pretty decent job, and we'll be talking about that today with all of the attachments I've gotten done so far, which is pretty much all of them. There's only a couple little things I'll be adding here and there, and then there's also a sneak peek at another mod I'm working on at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in game and talk about everything that's been added so far to the Fallout 4 assault rifle. So here we are with the assault rifle, which is a monster of a gun. Let's go ahead and see what I've done to it so far. There are quite a bit of changes. Now, as far as receivers go, everything's going to be the same. It's all of the other stuff that really gets a change. Now, the reason for this is because the receiver will be covered in my MG Remesh mod. There's no sense in adding a new design for it in the attachment pack, since the attachments are supposed to be purely additive. Now then, for barrels, we actually do have some different stuff. In the remesh, we will cover redoing some of these vanilla barrels, but for the attachment pack, which again is purely additive, we have some cool new stuff like the light barrel here, which is going to slim down the design a whole lot, as you can see. And then we also have some building on that form of barrel with the marksman barrel, which is going to give you a longer barrel and also make use of the bipod little attachment point there that is in the vanilla game and is never utilized, using the vanilla bipod for the hunting rifle that was, again, never used in-game. And we also have the shielded barrel, which will allow you to equip a shield to the weapon. As you can see, this thing has been used. There are some dents from bullets here, and this adds a nice little splash of color to the weapon and actually adds damage resistance. So if you use this, you will have more damage resistance than your regular old armor. So that's pretty neat, but it is going to come at a slower weapon speed overall. Now then, for stocks, we do have a handful of stock options as well. Right in between the short and full stock, we have now the light stock, which is going to feature a cool, slimmer stock and also a new grip, because personally, I just hate the vanilla grip. I do not like the design of it at all. It's too slim and seems like it'd be hard to hold on to for a big gun like this. So the new design is actually coming from JCruz05 and his R91 mod, so that's pretty neat. We also have the paratrooper stock, which is going to add that SAW style of paratrooper stock with a little bit of a lore-friendly twist. Sort of a simplified design, not too many technical aspects going on. Just a simple couple pieces of metal and a rubber butt plate. We also have the tactical stock, which is going to add a tactical stock. This is going to use the combat rifle stock that is in the vanilla game. And there actually is one more stock that I added to this pack, which I'm just now realizing that I goofed in the CK, and that is the skeletal stock. It's going to add the Gauss rifle sort of recoil compensating stock to this gun, but I goofed on the co-mod, it appears, so whoops. Now, for magazines, there actually is a new magazine, and that's going to be the box magazine, which give that a second to load here, is going to offer more ammo than the standard drum. In fact, it's going to give you 150 rounds and a cool new box that actually works with the reload animations, surprisingly. And it even works with the reanimation mod, so that's really, really cool. For sights, believe it or not, we do have a couple of sight options. Personally, I hate the standard iron sights. They're not terrible, but the fact that they're just completely transparent on the other side is ridiculous, so I offered some different alternatives, including the improved iron sights, which is going to give a sort of standard Car 15 style iron sight, which is, it looks pretty nice on the weapon. I think it'll look a lot better with the MG Remesh. It looks a bit small compared to the rest of the vanilla parts, but I think with everything else, it'll look pretty nice. We also have the anti-air sights because I think they look really cool with the vanilla set of attachments. So that's going to give you the target sights from Far Harbor and put them on this weapon. I think they look really cool. We also have the carry handle, which we showed off in the last little update video, which is an abomination to some and absolutely beautiful to others. It's really up to who you are. And I believe that it covers everything that I added in this mod for the sights. As for muzzles, I have nothing implemented right now, but I do plan on offering an improved compensator and an improved muzzle brake. That will change out the designs a little bit, but I do want to keep the vanilla ones because I do think they are pretty goofy and cool. And as for the suppressor, I'm going to keep it the same, but I am going to retexture it to remove the part of it that says 50 caliber, because this weapon is not 50 caliber, which is a goof on the vanilla games part. Now, really quick, I do want to talk about how this weapon is going to play with other mods. With other weapons in this pack, there's not a lot to deal with in terms of compatibility patches and such, but for the assault rifle, because there are so many mods that tweak its design and add different things or try to remesh it, I wanted to talk about how compatible this mod will actually be. And the answer is surprisingly very, very compatible. Out of the box, this will work with my current MG69 mod, though I do intend to redo that mod to make it even more compatible with things like the newly added barrels. Additionally, this will work out of the box with AARP, which is the assault rifle remesh project, or something to that effect. The one by J. Cruz that adds all of the new cool attachments to change the look of the assault rifle. So those will all work perfectly. They should be completely compatible and nothing should be broken. So that's really, really cool. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the newly updated, or the going to be newly updated remesh mod that I'll be doing. This is going to remesh all of the vanilla assault rifle parts to make them look completely different. And that includes the receiver, because it's just so massive and bulky and I want to slim it down a bit. It's going to basically accomplish the same goal that my MG69 mod did, but be more updated with all of the skills that I've learned since then. Now, one thing that's going to change that's pretty huge is the way the barrels will work. I'm going to be removing all of these old barrels and replacing them with basically this design, except it's actually going to use this barrel, the one on the shielded barrel, but imagine it without the shield. That will become the new standard barrel. And also it will adjust, so if you have the long barrel, it's going to have a longer barrel. If you have the ported barrel or the vented barrel, there will be alternate designs of this as well. The receiver will be slimmed down, there will be new stock designs, everything in the vanilla game will be removed. But I wanted to keep that separate from the attachment pack so that people could customize as they see fit. For people who do enjoy these vanilla attachments, they still have the option to use these in tandem with the attachment pack without needing to use my remesh, so I will be uploading them as separate mods. Now, I do have a bit more to say about that remesh project. Here we are in Blender looking at the current work in progress for my new machine gun remesh mod, which again is going to completely redesign the vanilla assault rifle. I do want to keep this part of the assault rifle, this nice M249 sort of foregrip here, but I did slim it way down, so it's a lot more compact than it used to be. Additionally, I've completely redesigned the receiver, and it's a little bit like the MG69 with some new additions, that including the working charging handle, so if you use the reanimation mod, it will work with that. A completely redesigned set of grips, a completely redesigned receiver as a whole, and even a redesigned iron sight to replace the vanilla iron sight. But you still have the options to use the additional iron sights in the attachment pack, which I think is pretty neat. Overall, I am quite happy with this design. There will be more stuff to come with this. The MG Remesh mod is going to have a lot of really cool stuff that I haven't quite shown yet, so stay tuned. There is a lot to be excited for. But yeah, this is going to be the new assault rifle, so if you're into this, this will be coming out relatively soon. I have to finish up the receiver and add textures to it, but pretty much everything else is ready, so that's pretty neat, and hopefully we'll be dropping soon for PC and Xbox, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think that covers just about everything that I've done so far. Anything that hasn't been showed is either super work in progress, or I want to keep a little hush-hush to keep as a surprise, as I don't want to show off just everything. There's no point in downloading the mod after that. Now then, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know in the comments and drop a rating, because I love doing these behind the scenes things, and if you guys keep enjoying these, then I'll keep pumping them out. They're a lot of fun to do, and it encourages me to work on my mods a lot more. I love getting feedback from you guys, so if you have any recommendations for the attachment pack and what else I should add to the assault rifle, be sure to let me know. If you're somehow new to the channel and this is the first thing you've ever seen, or you aren't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We do a lot of mod reviews as well as modding content of my own, so stay tuned for more videos like that. But with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Big shout out to all of my patrons for supporting every single thing I do, and a very special thank you to Captain Chaos, Helljumper, Indecisive Wolf, Jackie Noid, Timmy76, Cushy, Moonlit Gamer Feed, and Youth RC for joining that Tier 3 Patreon membership. If you want to support the channel and all of my mods on Patreon, you can do so using the link down in the description below, but it is completely optional. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Peace!